going to press stylization, see how far I can take it. But my sweet spot for is 650 for style.
Okay.
That's mine.
Yeah, style is like always. It all depends on what you're looking for, right? Like
Hmm.
style, like you could always change that around. Like I usually keep it at 1,000 unless I want it to look more crispy. Then I bring
Hmm.
it down lower, and I learned that from Lewis. Because at first I just left it at 1,000 because at 1,000 you get more creativity out of it.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I'm responding to the chat because I'm like, Kim just said exactly what I was thinking. That's the beauty of this. Everybody has a different formula. There
Yes,
is no perfect one
There
way.
isn't.
That's
you
why I
go into the
started that.
lab and you cook.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
just
just
go
said it.
cook.
I said you were in the kitchen cooking stir fry. What?
Yeah.
Like that right there. I mean, like we're just being chemists with
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Midjourney. So at the end of the day, I know we're gonna circle back to it later. Let me pipe down. Pipe it down, Adam.
Nah,
Pipe
come on, go cook.
At the end of the day, Midjourney always gonna show out. Let's just Midjourney's always gonna put his good foot in, put his sugar foot in.
Yo, so
I
Kim just
mean,
said she want to talk about weird, and I'm like, yo, I,
ooh,
I know you use weird
you
in
know
yours.
I use weird.
So
Oh, that's my love
weird
language.
is that's a
yeah.
hard parameter for me.
Mm,
Um, I'll explain the why. So for me, weird used to be a combination of two other parameters. So you used to have dash dash surreal and where's the other one? Uh, style cursed. So dash dash style cursed. So before we got to version 6.1, you used to be able to put in dash dash surreal or dash dash cursed as a style. And that's how I was able to kind of compete with the creative ability of ChatGPT. Well, now they've fast forwarded to 6.1 and now it's labeled as something different. It's labeled as weird. So the slider is from 0 to 3,000.
yes,
But man,
baby.
it goes crazy. It goes crazy very quickly, like real quick. So I'm curious, Adama, where's your sweet spot for weird?
2400 sometimes.
Yeah, see,
I will
you
mix it. But you
turn
know,
it up.
I'm an abstract girl. I'm an abstract
Hmm.
color girl. I love colors. I mean, we all talked about that. And I love breaking it down. Like the difference between Uriah's and I work is Uriah, I call him Andy Warhol, I call him Pascal, his is just a little, but mine, I'm just like, I'm gonna take this and I want it to be weird. I wanted to see where it's gonna go. And that's how I can get those images where the lights are going through the body, or where it looks like
Hmm.
it's a zebra print, but but it looks like the zebra print is going through her body or through his body, because
Nice.
I love to accent both the male and the female. So
Hmm.
um it would look like those different kind of things are going through them when you put that weird on. You rub that weird wax.
Okay, so let me ask a question because I see both Miss Deborah and Miss Kim talking about where they are at in the weird slider. So I'm just curious. I I never get above 1,500. Like ever. I've not tried it. I can't. I just cannot. I lose for what type of art that I create. I lose too much of the detail
Hmm.
that I like, but it gives some creative ability and creative freedom that I don't normally put in a piece of artwork. So when I do hear someone say, hey, I'm able to use it in this way, my brain always goes, okay, so how do you offset what we know is, hey, Midjourney can kind of go off the rails at times. How do you offset that? Like, I haven't figured that part out.
I changed my chaos. I changed my chaos. I take chaos completely away from
Okay,
it.
so all right,
I
a
remove
weird
chaos
high.
completely.
So when you're weird high, where is your chaos at?
My chaos is a zero.
Um,
Zero, because some of the stuff that it spits back at me, I'm like, what in the holy
are you
Scooby crap
stylized
is
then?
this? Yes,
Are you stylized?
I keep my stylized, but I go down to 400
Stylized
because
down. Okay,
weird takes so much.
no, stylized down.
Weird is like, I'm gonna give it to you. You knocked on my door, so here it is. Here's all I can give you, Adama. Just take it. But you're gonna take these other parameters out of here. That's what
Right.
you're about to do today. That's
So,
exactly
It
what.
does. It does.
Yeah,
It boots. It overrides everything, right?
yeah. Weird is just
mhm.
like, oh, did someone call my name? I feel like it's Voldemort from. Yes, I'm a Harry Potter freak, guys. But so yeah, I'm like, I feel like it just said, did someone say the name that shall not be spoken? And then Chaos is looking at Weird like, damn it, this man. So I just remove chaos, and then I go to stylization at 400, maybe 250, but weird takes a lot.
I got you.
Yeah, weird is where I don't do the third, like, because it goes up to 3,000. So even at 1,000, it's like, wait, you. I do so many contrasting things already in my prompt that when I put the weird on it, it takes it to just way out past even
Mm-hmm.
my creativity weird zone where it pulls away from what I was trying to create. Not that it's making something bad, it's just not what I wanted at that time. So I keep weird down, like, because I usually have all of them. I use stylized, I use weird, I use chaos, and if you do too high on all of them, you kind of get just a hot mess.
Yeah.
Whereas I keep weird down to 5 to 15,
Wait, like
chaos
0.05?
for chaos. I mean for weird,
Yeah, for weird,
yeah,
I just been clarifying.
yeah, 0 5 to
Like
15,
5.
5,
You didn't put no
really low.
seasoning salt on it. Like,
I said
come on, man.
5. Wait. You said 5, like $5
5,
so long? Like
yeah.
5.
No, it's like he made fried chicken with no seasoning.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I
Hey,
did
don't
it.
do
I
that.
did it.
Don't do that.
I did it. I did it.
Yo, let me just real quick, you right, I'm gonna hand this right back to you. I just want to give a shout out to Dwayne Foreman and also to Miss Pamela Pamela Tyson. Sorry, these guys got me laughing now. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you guys being here. Um, Go ahead, you right. I just wanted to address the chat real quick.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Potato
So
salad with
keeping
raisins.
it realistic, and creating the weirdness. That's why I keep it low. Because if I do a
Yeah.
lot of contrasting styles and a contrasting ideas in the prompt, so when you take that to too weird, it takes away from the photorealism and it creates more like a cartoon
Mhm.
to capture everything is what I've noticed. So I keep those kind of low. If I'm going for the photorealistic, go for it. Like otherwise, it's going up to 1,000 like everything else.
Like go crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, so okay, when I'm using weird, I do also like the rest of the team, I am using it in tandem with stylizing chaos and quality and aspect ratio. So that's the one that we haven't talked about, but I'll get to that very part next. Um, with weird, it is dominant in terms of how I prompt. When I use weird, it just dominates the rest of the parameters. And so I keep it at a very, very low, like 125, 250 max.
That's what I'm talking about.
But it's really because I try to stick to realism. That's just my lane. So I I have a hard time when I lose that realism and that detail, the clarity. It doesn't feel necessarily like my style of art. And so I tend to lean away from too much weird. But I also understand that it was very difficult for me as a new person to match and mimic the creative ability of what I saw in the feed. That, hey, I know y'all are seeing these ChatGPT images in the feed. We're not gonna not talk about it today. It was the same thing then. So now we're seeing that again, and I want to just noticeably be different than that. I just want my art to not be painted with that brush. So I stick to realism, and weird kind of takes away from that for me in my style of prompting. It's not that it can't be done. I just haven't figured it out yet. What's good, Dom? I see you. Thank you. Hi, Miss Angela. Thank you for being here. And also shout out to Mr. Markel over on YouTube. We appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
I'm gonna give Uriah his Disney hat stars. So I have. You know what? I've been ready. Okay. So I will say though, and I want to know what you guys think.